For exercise 13.2 on the refraction of light, this exercise is quite basic, and a lot of information you can get it from the physics textbook. So in question 1, what is meant by the term refraction? So this is actually a definition. Refraction is the change in the direction of light when it passes from one medium to another. Question 2 states the law of refraction. This one you can also find it in the textbook. Okay, so these are the two laws of refraction. And I'm not going to go through that, just find that in your textbook. In question 3, okay, complete the diagram to show how light is refracted when it passes from one medium to another. Okay, for the first scenario, okay, it's a bit special. Okay, it's between air and glass, and the light ray is actually traveling 90 degree, okay, to the surface of the glass. Okay, and this is a special case. The light will not be bent. It will actually go straight through. So this is actually a straight line. Okay, now the next scenario. Okay, now the light is actually traveling at an angle. Okay, and we know that air is optically less dense compared to glass, where it is optically denser. So from an optically less dense to a denser medium, the light ray will actually bend towards the normal. So originally, okay, if it's not bending, okay, initially, if the light ray is not bending, it will go straight through. Okay, but now it bends towards the normal. Okay, and next, okay, the scenario is from glass to air. Okay, so this one in the glass, okay, is in the glass, okay, over here is optically denser. Okay, optically denser, and over here is less dense. So the light ray will actually bend away from the normal. Okay, light ray bending away from the normal. Okay, so for question 3, this is something that you have to know. Okay, in question 4, the diagram shows 3 incident rays striking the surfaces of 3 different materials: water, glass, and diamond. Okay, so this is water, this is glass, and this is diamond, and this is the light ray striking the different medium. So this is light ray striking coming in, okay, at an angle of 60. The angle of incidence is 60. Okay, and the 30 degrees over here, simply, okay, to confuse you. So remember that the angle of incidence is the angle between the incident ray and the normal. So ignore the 30 degree. And over here, they're asking you to state the angle of incidence and the angle of refraction for each material and calculate the refractive index of the materials. Now recall, okay, there's only one formula for you to remember. How do we find the refractive index, and how is it linked to an angle of incidence and an angle of refraction? So just going to write it over here. So we know that, okay, and the refractive index, okay, usually how we write it is, okay, is a bit, okay, of an n like that, equals to sine I over sine r. And what is I? I is the angle of incidence, while r is the angle of refraction. Okay, so and n is the refractive index. Okay, so over here, in the table, underwater, okay, for the angle of incidence is 60. Okay, so it's 60 angle of incidence. How about the angle of refraction? Angle of refraction is 41 degree, okay, which is can be found over here between the normal and the refracted ray. So it's 60 and 41. So how do we find the refractive index of water? So we use this formula: n equals to sine I over sine r. I is 60 and r is 41. And okay, please practice, okay, how you calculate this value using your calculator. So sine 60, okay, you just put a bracket and divided by sine 41, you put in a bracket and you divide these two values, and you should be able to get 1.32. And for glass, same thing, angle of incidence 60, okay, and the angle of refraction is 35. Okay, please ignore 55 and please ignore 30. Okay, they are there to distract you. Okay, so what is the refractive index for glass? So again, n equals to sine I over sine r. I is 60, r is 35. And again, practice this using your calculator. Okay, and you should be able to get the value of 1.51. And lastly, okay, is on the example of diamond, same thing. Angle of incidence is 60. Angle of refraction is 22. 30 degree and 68 is there to distract you. Using the formula again, n equals to sine I over sine r, sine 60 over sine 22. Okay, when we are pressing the calculator, remember to put in the brackets. And when you divide these two values, you should get 2.31.